We're just going live now.
You're
I'm down as Ian, and
you are. Yeah.
I'm just going to see if Ian is trying to get in.
I can't see Ian at all.
There's Mel coming. Sorry, we've had a few technical issues. Computer started to update. Well, I didn't need it. Does somebody just want to call Ian?
I have just spoken to Ian because I couldn't get in, and so I think he might be trying to get in now.
Most of us seem to be in, Ian. You're the only one that isn't. Alan, Ian can't get in for some reason.
Okay. Right. If I leave, then it will all die again. So I will try and. Can you access via the invite he sent us? Yeah, he's there now. There he goes.
Good.
Ah, there he is.
Are you all right, Ian? Oh,
Bit sideways.
we can't hear you, Ian.
Hello, Ian.
We can't hear you, Ian. Well, you're in. You are in, but your voice is not there.
Click the mute, maybe.
Oh. What about if you go back into the link and try linking in? Oh, well, I've got you as a good photo now, but
Oh. You're connecting to audio now. So, oh, you're on twice.
Alan, he can't.
It says
can't get in.
He says he's connecting to audio.
You've got two different views, Ian.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can hear.
Yeah, I know. I've come in on my phone as well, which I'm just going to try and come out of.
Yeah, you look much more handsome in the real life, not on the phone, Ian.
There we go. Got rid of that one. Perfect timing.
Okay. The only person that doesn't seem to be on the screen is Ian Wright. For some reason.
There's also Barbara's missing as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Barbara's missing.
Yeah. So Ian.
Oh, Ian's coming in.
Yeah. And we're live streaming now as well.
Excellent.
Let me phone Barbara.
Would you want me to do that while you run the meeting?
Well, I was going to give her another couple of minutes, but let me see if I can get hold of her. Jack, it's Peter. Is Barbara having a problem? So is she trying to use the link?
It's I think it might be a lot of it to do with Zoom as well. It's really under pressure. It took me a long time to just get in, probably 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I had to try the link twice, Barbara. Yeah. Yep, try it. Yes, everybody's in except you. Yeah. All right. Barbara's tried a couple of times, Alan, but she can't seem to link it. Yep.
I'm in now, Peter. Ian.
Oh, well done, Ian. No, you just have to keep trying, Barbara. All right. Yeah, don't get stressed by it. Don't worry. Okay, bye. Right. Okay, Barbara's going to try. So I'll start the meeting now then. While I'm talking, Barbara might be able to come in. So
Okay.
welcome to the annual assembly meeting of the Little Baddow Parish Council, one and all. And I don't think there are any apologies for absence. I know Barbara's not here, but we'll wait to see for that. Okay, the second item is to approve the minutes of the annual assembly meeting held in 2019, because that was the last meeting we had. And all councillors have received a copy of those minutes. Is there any debate about the minutes, or anyone feel the minutes are unacceptable?
No.
So can I take those minutes as read and accepted then?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're accepted. Ian?
Thank you.
And now I'd like...
Peter, they were also put onto the website, so members of the public as well. I received comments from anyone who assumed it was a true and
So you haven't received any comments from members of the public either, Ian, is that right?
No. Correct.
Okay, so I take those as read and accepted then.
Thank you.
Okay, so what I'd like to do as part of my chairman's report, you have actually seen my initial report in the annual assembly newsletter, but I'd like to give a brief update since that report. So first, the neighbourhood plan. There is now a working draft of the plan that has been completed, and also a design guide. These are currently with Chelmsford City Council for comment, and feedback will be given before being professionally put into a final document, which we hope will happen relatively soon. The vandalised post office down the post box down the bottom of the ridge and North Hill. I'm pleased to say that after continued chasing by the parish council, and especially the clerk, to the post office, the post box is now reinstated. Dog bins and fouling. The parish council approved funding for the purchase of 2 additional dog bins, but we have been advised by Chelmsford City Council that they have no resource to either install or empty them at present, whereas we are in desperate need of those 2. Excuse me. In terms of the speed watch, we require more volunteers for the speed watch group. This is a perennial issue that will not go away unless parishioners come forward and volunteer to help. It is no good just complaining about speeding motorists in our village without helping to prevent it from happening. Paper Mill Lock. The Parish Council worked tirelessly not only with both the Chelmsford City Council and the Essex County Council, but also with a local adjoining Malden councillor and the MP for this area to get yellow lines to be put down in the road at Paper Mill Lock, which have proved successful, very successful, I will say, in deterring dangerous and obstructing parking on many days, but not every day. The Parish Council is also in consultation with the landowners to reopen the car park, which I understand has been reopened. Essex County Council are also examining possible alternatives to parking. The Memorial Hall, there are new doors. Sorry, someone? No. There are new doors being installed in the Memorial Hall, which will enhance security arrangements and the visual aspect of the hall. There are also roof repairs being undertaken to the kitchen roof, and this has been costed out at £15,000. The Sports Pavilion. The Sports Pavilion is having a new roof installed to prevent further leaking. Initially, a repair was undertaken, but this did not prove successful. Some internal refurbishment is also being carried out because there is a certain amount of staining on the ceiling internally and the walls. And this is at a total cost of somewhere around £12,000. Welcome letters. From time to time, we are asked by parishioners about welcome packs or letters for new people moving into our village. We agree that welcome letters should be part of a process. The problem is that this has been tried on several occasions without much success. We do currently have a welcome letter, but there is no formalised system for the council to be informed of new residents, and people are often missed. We would therefore ask all residents to notify the parish clerk when someone moves in close to them so that a letter can be issued which will explain the various contacts and other bits and pieces. So that's been a bit of a problem. Cyclists and mountain bikers. We have a perennial issue with speeding bikers on North Hill and mountain biking in some of our rural areas. The police are informed to deter offenders when the council receives a complaint. More recently, the police, we understand, have taken up and warned a persistent offender. Essex Wildlife Trust are planning some unobtrusive fencing and hedging in Heather Hills. We would ask that any resident who sees an unacceptable incident and wishes to complain to not only inform the parish council, but also inform the police and obtain an incident number. Only this way will we be able to get something resolved. Litter. A young lad in the village volunteered and has undertaken a litter pick around the village over the winter as part of his Duke of Edinburgh award, and full marks to him and thank him very much. The council thank him very much for doing it. It was a very good idea. The parish council always require volunteers who will assist not only with litter picking, but other jobs around our village. There has been an annual litter pick in the village for many years now, but not many people turn up to assist with it. The History Centre. The History Centre requires volunteers to assist with manning and running it. The parish council would like to thank those that do undertake its running at present, and of course those that have done it in the past. It is a valued asset to the village, and only with volunteers are we able to keep it running. The Mushroom Farm. The parish council has been offered a tract of land locally known as the Mushroom Farm, which requires funding if we wish to purchase it. This will either be by government loan or by public subscription. Anyone who would like to get involved with this project, either by way of donations or to be part of a working group, please contact the parish clerk, as we need these volunteers urgently. As chair, I have had many issues raised by residents, which unfortunately the council has no jurisdiction or responsibility for. And while of course we will endeavour to assist where we can, the parish council basically has limited authority, which I would like parishioners to understand. If the issue is a legal matter, such as speeding cyclists or intimidating behaviour, then the police should be informed by the individual concerned with that incident. The parish council should also be made aware of such issues through the parish clerk. I would like to thank John Spence of Essex County Council, Ian Wright and Richard Ambor of Chelmsford City Council for their continued support and aid. And of course, I would also like to thank all those many volunteers and helpers undertaking work to keep our village a wonderful place that it is and that we live in. Lastly, to our parish clerk, who diligently and tirelessly keeps the wheels moving on a straight path and is my trusty backup person. And lastly, to my brilliant team of councillors who have undertaken an enormous amount of work on your behalf, parishioners, throughout the year. Thank you all very much. And that's the finish of my report. So I wonder if there are any questions on that. Okay. So I'd like to just undertake an introduction to councillors, if I may. So initially we have Kevin Sheldrake, who is a relatively new councillor. There is, of course, myself, Peter Irvine. We have Keith Bonser. We have Steve here, Steve Scott, who is a very new councillor to us and is still to some extent learning the ropes. We have Alan Roche, who's very much involved with the website. We have Deborah Ginn, who undertakes an enormous task with our finances. We, of course, have Ian Wardle, who is a clerk, not a councillor. And we have Mel Coate-Jones, who is blanked out on your screen. So they are basically, we have also Barbara Till, who unfortunately can't get into this meeting, but she is also vice chair of the council. So that's the introduction to councillors. And do I have any questions for me, Ian, that have been posed by the public?
The only points that were raised by residents you've already covered. I think it was Parker wanted to request for volunteers for the history centre, and I think you covered that quite explicitly.
Yep.
The other matter was basically around the post box. People wanted an update on when it was going to be replaced, and we were pleased to see that it was replaced yesterday. I understand from Royal Mail that it should be live next week.
Right. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Ian?
No, but obviously thank you for your thanks. Appreciate the support and
No.
enjoy working with the councillors.
Lovely. Good.
Just to say
Okay.
that there's 7 or 8 people online watching, but nobody's put a question forward. So.
Okay. All right then. Well, if there is no questions, that's the end of the this year's annual assembly meeting. And I think those who are attending, thank you very much for attending. And you know very well that you can always contact your parish council for any aid or assistance you need. If we can help you, we most certainly will. Thank you very much all. Thanks, John Spence, for attending the meeting, and Ian Wright. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone else. Our thanks to you, Chairman.
Thank you very much. Thank you and good night.